image. So for now, hello everybody, I am Ghost Senpai and this is Snow Brothers, all stages 1 player, which means that I need to beat all the 50 stages that this game has, but don't worry, since my estimate is 24 minutes, this means that this is gonna be something short. Yeah, so you shouldn't be worried about this, and well, I think that now it's time to start. I'm just gonna wait until somebody in the chat tell me that they are ready for the countdown, in order I can start to run properly. Okay, I'm ready to start, so wait a moment. Okay, I'm gonna make the countdown. So wait a moment. I don't know why this is giving me this issue. It's slowing down. I don't know why. Let me reset this faster. It's not gonna take a huge amount of time. I just need to see why that happened. One moment. Nice computer. It's supposed that I have set up everything, and now you're giving me this issue. Oh well. Never mind. This should be fine. There we go. Looks like now it's fine. I'm gonna reset this. Here we go. It's fine. So I'm gonna make the countdown from 3. So okay. Sorry. Oh, it's time to start with the countdown. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this is a game that was originally released in arcades in... Okay, wait a moment, I need to see why it's slowing down this. It's not gonna take me a huge amount of time. Let me close everything, because I don't know why, but it's getting slow for some reason. Wait a moment, just gonna reset this. It should be fine. Okay, emulator is slowing down. I don't know why. It's an NES emulator. Why in the world you're gonna slow down like that? Oh no, I really don't like how this is going. Okay, now that should be better. I'm gonna close some stuff. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's slowed down, I'm gonna keep going like this. It shouldn't be a big problem. I'm gonna make the countdown again from 3, so 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, as I was saying, this game was originally released on arcades in 1990s, and then it was ported to the NES in 1991. There are some differences between the versions, and I'm gonna be explaining during all the run. So what I'm gonna be doing something I like to call movement / position manipulation, because we are used that mostly in many games the enemies are RNG or cycle based. This is not something fully truly on this game, because depending on your position is where those enemies are gonna go. I have done a manipulation that worked correctly on the second stage in order to gain the red potion, which makes me going faster. There are 3 potions in total in the game. The red one that I have got, as I said before, it makes that you go faster. The blue potion that I have got on the first stage, that makes that my shooting power up my shooting gets powered up, and the yellow potion, which makes that my shooting range get extended. It's not useful at all, but I just need to have the red and blue ones, yeah, if I just wanna keep going during the run in order to don't go so slower, because definitely if you don't have the blue potion and the red potion, the round is gonna be slow. The movement is so slow, and it takes like between six shootings in order to freeze the enemies. But when you have the blue potion, you just need 2 hits and everything is done. Also, there's a 4th potion, which is the green one, but that's like a kind of bonus because it turns your head into a kind of balloon, and that just works in 1 stage. Also, what I'm trying to do here is to turn all the enemies as I can into items in order to defeat them faster. Well, and when I turn them into items, I'm gonna try to catch all the items on the screen, because if I don't get the items, the game's not gonna move me to the next stage. There are a total of 50 stages in all the game, but if we divide these per bosses, we can consider everything like 5 stages, because as we can see, the stages or floors as are named here are so short. And also I can get another bonus item like the Lotto bag that makes me skip some stages. I'm not able to get that item because in this category is not allowed, and also some bonuses that give me some extra life, some points that I'm not gonna try to catch because they quit me time. And this is the first boss fight. I just need to hit this bad guy 6 times in a row and everything is gonna be fine. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Okay, first boss fight. I just keep shooting to him just to get points, something that's not something important. And now this is something that was added on the NES version. This is not present on arcade one, which is the gambling machine. I'm trying to manipulate here in order to get 3 crosses. It's a bit complicated, but the best way is that you get the 3 crosses because it doesn't add you points, and the more points you get, it's more time it takes the game to move to the next stage. In this case I got 2 letters, not a big deal, honestly. Each letter from the Snow World gives you 10,000 points, and also you can gain an extra life, but also you get the extra life, but at the same time you get 50,000 points. So on this bonus you wouldn't want to get that extra lives because, as I've said before, the more points you get, the more slow take the game to move you to the next song. Now we start with the second part of the game. At the same time, it's not a big problem to beat these stages when you have the potions. Also, I have run this game in a marathon early in the morning at 2 AM my time zone, and believe me, that run was so bad. I'm glad that I'm having a very good RNG over here, because sometimes the RNG can be so troll in the game. Fortunately, the game is not fully RNG based, but at the same time I need to keep care about that. Well, I got there the green potion that turns my hand into a balloon, and if I fly in all the stage, if I touch an enemy, the enemy is gonna turn into an item, or if it's in snowball, the snowball is gonna disappear, which is more faster. 2 green potions, interesting. And also, sometimes I will make that the rolling snowballs touch me, because when I get out of that snowball, I'm gonna have an invincibility window that takes between 1 to 2 seconds, and I'm gonna use that to my favor in order to go through some enemies and can make that they cannot make it damage. I cannot consider that as a damage boosting because that's not a damage boosting. Now it's time to move to the second boss, and this is a bit different comparing this with the arcade version, because in the arcade version it's gonna appear downstairs all the time, and you can see when he's moving upstairs. That's something that doesn't happen on the NES since the console limitation, due to the console limitations. So the worst parent is that he appears upstairs, but at the same time I know how to defeat him if he's upstairs, so that shouldn't be a big problem for me. I just need to hit this guy 7 times and everything's going fine now. And second boss defeated. Now it's time to go again to the gambling machine, and let's hope that I get a good pattern. And I got an extra life, which is a very bad pattern, because it's gonna add to me 50,000 points. Which is still fine. My PB it's 1851, the world record 1611, and I'm keep grinding for the world record. I'm gonna get it one of these days, but I don't think that day is this one. Third zone of the game, and now we're gonna see the real problems once I reach the last boss fight, well, the third boss fight. And we have these green enemies that throw some fire, but from the roof to the floor. that if I move faster I can skip them and they cannot make me damage. And suppose that I need to use I was using the Japanese version because the actual world record was got on the Japanese version, and the boss fight at the end. In the boss fight at the end, the actual world record got a good RNG. So I was testing the Japanese version, but since I got annoyed on the marathon that I have said before, I decided to do this wrong with the American version because I'm more used to it. There's not so many difference, just like text and some items, some points items. It's not a big difference between the versions. Literally they are the same, but at the same time I still having some doubts about the RNG on the last world record because it's fully RNG based and sometimes can be troll. This big sumo guy shouldn't be a big problem because he disappears when I defeat everybody, or if I shoot to him before I defeat him before I defeat the other enemies, is gonna give me an item that's gonna keep to me 20,000 points. Now this is a big troll, little troll. Let's see which part did I get. Okay, one go down. That was good. There we go. That was amazing. And now floor 29, the last one before we start with the real problems in the game. Now we're gonna have here 2 bosses. I just need to hit each of them 3 times and everything should be fine. 1, 2, damn, I fail it. So the best part is that you can defeat the first bird before it goes up again, but I wasn't able to get it. And also this is a bit RNG based, talking about the position of these big birds. Okay, it took a huge amount of time, but at last I beat the third boss without dying, which is something good. Also, since the word that well, the letters are from the snow word, there's a little chance that we can get a no on the screen, so if we get it, you know what do you need to do. I don't need to explain that. And up to this point, we're gonna start with some stages that can be a bit annoying and at the same time can make we lose some time. Thanks to the enemies or the distance of the platforms, because on that ones are on these zones where the snowballs get trapped. I need to use them if I wanna get out of there, using them as some kind of platforms, jumping over them. And also, when you start a stage, you have an invincibility window. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, I got it. You have a little invincibility window, so I can just, as I said before, I use that on my favor in order to defeat faster some enemies, like I have done on this stage, in this stage 34. And I need to use this bad guy as a platform. And please tell me that I can reach that part. Okay, that was good. that blue guys sometimes are trolled because they throw some knives, and there has been a lot of attempts that when I do the same that I have done on this stage, the one upstairs throw me a knife. Fortunately, it hasn't happened. The other one was the one who threw the knife, so I'm glad about it. Okay, this stage was so faster because usually some objects get trapped on that zone in the middle of the stage. And let's see if I get the item. Okay, I'm not gonna get it. Never mind, I got it. That lollipop just gave me 200 points, and stage 39 is a bit annoying since on that zones I need to have a snowball in order to get free. Please get there. I need to wait until this bad guy jumps here. I'm gonna wait. You need to be kidding me! Okay, this is bad, because there's a big possibility that I'm gonna die. This was good, but I got trolled. And since I have died, I have lost all my items, but it's fine. It's time to go through the fourth boss battle. This also was modified from the arcade version because you cannot freeze these fireballs. Okay, I'm dumb. I shouldn't have shot that. But at the same time I need to be careful with my inputs because sometimes the game will recognize something different because I wasn't planning to throw that snowball. I need to hit this bad guy 6 times in order to defeat him. It's supposed that with that last hit I should have defeated him, but I miss a hit. Move, 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 move! Okay, that was bad. At the same time. Don't worry. Up to this point I can finish this under my estimate, so it's fine. I just need to hit this bad guy one extra time, but for some reason doesn't want to throw any enemy. Okay, it throw some of them. Just go down. Fourth boss defeated. Now it's time to move to the last zone of the game. Before that we need to pass this gambling machine. No trick crosses, no OWO. Okay, but at the same time this is still doing good. Comparing this with my PB, I just have 2 minutes left, so it's fine. I'm gonna finish under the estimate, so I'm glad about it. Now, last zone of the game, last 9 regular stages, and then we're gonna have the boss fight. And yes, no bros, is freezing. Was getting freezed when I was trying to start the run. I was expecting that. But now that I have my last extra life, I need to say that this game has a continuous system, like if it was a kind of emulation of the credit coins on an arcade machine. If I don't use any of them, I'm gonna have the alternative ending, and just for the memes I'm gonna catch this bonus. This quit me time, but I got it, so why I shouldn't go for it. And this bonus, the enemies disappears, or well, if you defeat all of them and you catch them, it just appears these new guys. And for each of them has a letter, so you can also get the snow word there. And since this was a run for a marathon, I haven't mattered about getting it, but usually in my runs I prefer to wait until that item disappears because it takes more time to catch it and finish the bonus instead of waiting until it disappears. No! Okay, RIP alternative ending. Sorry guys, I wasn't expecting this, but it's fine, it's fine. I still having 8 credits. Okay, but it's gonna be a bit tricky. Calm down. Okay, I'm gonna wait here. And I was so close to make a good choke over there. And sometimes some bonus items like that are gonna be hidden. That ice cream count just gave me 20,000 points. Jump! Okay, never mind. Good timing, honestly. And also, these red guys are gonna try to find me before they go directly to my position. I can use that on my favor, as you have seen here. No! Okay. Amazing timing, I should say. I prefer to turn both of the enemies into a snowball before I defeat them. And here we can see a good explanation about what happens when you don't get the items. But I don't complain a lot about this, because on the last boss gives me the red and the blue potion. So I'm gonna bless until I can get them in order to defeat them as fast as possible. Defeat the last boss as fast as possible. Sorry if I get mistaken with my words. This kind of stuff happens when English is not the principal language and you're trying to do your best. Okay, floor 49. Okay, there we go. Now it's time to move to the last stage of this game, which is the last boss fight. Again, we're gonna have 2 guys, but the worst part of this is that I need to hit them between 8 to 10 times in a row. And since this is RNG based, I need to wait until they release some bubbles with some enemies, and also I can do some individual shootings. That doesn't help so much, but at the same time helps a bit in order to defeat them as fast as possible. And I'm gonna try to catch some bubbles with some items. No, okay. I lost that enemy, but at least I got trapped on one bubble with a blue potion, which is good. Okay, I missed one enemy, but it's fine. Give me the red potion, please. I'm gonna be glad if you give me that potion. I already have the blue, I don't need another blue one. And also, if I get trapped into a bubble, I just need to mash all the buttons as fast as I can in order to get free. And this is different comparing this with the arcade release, because on the arcade release the roof is falling down and the bubbles are slow. This is something that doesn't happen on the NES version. I can consider that this is just the only fastest stage on the NES version. And also some enemies were cut. Suppose that there were more enemies on the screen, but again, NES limitations. Okay, 1. Okay, first one has been defeated. Let's wait for the second, and I have died. The time's gonna finish when I defeat that second guy, so be ready because time can happen on any moment. Okay, I got again the potions, that was good. And it's not timing. We need to wait, we need to wait, we need to wait. Okay, that was close to be a good joke. And it's not time, it's not time, it's not time. And it's not time, it's not time. And time. Okay, I think that I have finished under my estimate, besides of my mistakes. I don't know, most of the time I get a 23 when I run this, on a reset this run. Having in mind that I got some mistakes sometimes. And well, and this is the regular ending you are gonna get, that as we can see the princesses are saved and the piece of the kingdom is back. But if you finish the game without using any continue, you will see that, well, I forgot to say the history of the game. This is the regular plot of most of 80s and 90s games. The twin princesses were kidnapped by a bad guy, and then the brothers Nick and Tom went to rescue them, but that bad guy put a curse on Nick and Tom, turning them into snowmen. So in order to break the curse and rescue the princesses, they need to defeat that bad dude. And an alternative ending, when you save the girls, the curse is broken and Nick and Tom get married with the twin princesses. Okay, 23:05. That wasn't bad. That was good. It was a very good time, I should say. So well, I think that this was Snow Brothers. I'm gonna be back so faster. I just need to switch platforms because after this we're gonna have Crash Bandicoot Warped, Any Person, No Item Glitch. So keep watching while I set up this.